Okay, gonna do real quick thoughts on Honest Apple since I didn't get to last week because computer problem. Short answer, I liked it. Really fun, and it's the Rarejack episode of the season, so of course I'm gonna like it. I do agree that Applejack went a little too far with the criticism, especially when she destroyed that hat, but she was asked there to be the practical voice. And let's be honest, practicality and fashion really don't go together. Heck, I agree with her that fashion is ridiculous. I just don't get it. But I do agree that she really should have recognized the hard work instead of just shouting at every pony. Although I really do love how Rarity pointed out to Applejack how she was being ridiculous by giving her a taste of her own medicine. The look on Applejack's face when she realized that, and the look on Rarity's face during that whole thing was just totally priceless. And shows how much they've both grown, actually, and gotten to know each other. There didn't need to be a big blowout or big fight. All Rarity had to do was, hey, see how that pony's acting? That's what you've been doing. A great use of show don't tell, actually. And Applejack herself has grown enough to realize when she was wrong. You know, honestly, I think that whole lesson is pointed towards the internet as a whole. Yes, being honest and offering criticism is a good thing and can help people improve, but you can't just scream out hateful things and then hide behind, I'm just being honest. That never works. So yeah, I liked it, kind of fun. Maybe I'll go into more depth into it later in a full review. But for now, let's talk about today's episode because I've wanted to talk about it for a long time. I fucking loved A Royal Problem. This is going to be one of my top 10 of the entire series. Not only do we finally get the development for Celestia and Luna we've been begging for so many seasons, but we got development for Starlight as well. And yes, I know there are plenty of people who hate this episode because Starlight is involved. And my advice to them is, get over it! She's part of the cast now, and really she was the only one that could have done this. We saw that through Twilight's reactions to the whole situation. You know, I mean, obviously she wouldn't be able to do it, but the others hold Celestia and Luna in such high regard too that they wouldn't have said anything either. Starlight is the only one headstrong and a pain enough to just point out what the problem was with the princesses. And yes, maybe she was a little hasty in switching their cutie marks, but I can't say I blame her in that situation. She tried to talk to them, they wouldn't listen, so she did the only thing she thought she could do in that situation. And yes, maybe it was a little reminiscent of every little thing she does, but unlike that episode, she actually second-guessed herself and wasn't sure if she made the right decision. That shows the character growth that a lot of people say she needs, but of course they're still mad about that because I guess Starlight can never win. But even if you hate Starlight, how can you hate the whole episode when you get some great princess action going on? Luna trying to do Celestia's job, making it almost an adaptation of the wonderful Friends Forever issue? This is a thing we've been asking for a while. And for me, it did not disappoint. Unlike Luna, who disappointed those fillies because she just couldn't keep that smile up long enough. And I love when she tried to assuage Pony's fears about Timberwolves and just made them more afraid. Yeah, I don't think Luna's gonna win Diplomat of the Year anytime soon. But on the other hoof, you had Celestia trying to deal with Pony's dreams, and boy did that go wrong. Especially Starlight's crazy dream. Although I'm gonna blame some of that on Twilight for putting all that pressure on Starlight. But that dream did give us the best thing of the episode, Daybreaker! Which for my bits is the best name and design for an evil Celestia. It was so easy to tell that Nicole Oliver was having a field day in the recording booth for this episode. With the single best line being how she's making fun of Nightmare Moon for using so much black. That's just gotta be one of the best lines in the entire series. I knew the minute I saw Daybreaker there was gonna be a ton of fan art out there, and this fandom did not disappoint. And while I haven't looked for them, I'm sure there are plenty of fanfics out there too. I would love to see her make a comeback somehow. But yeah, this was just an amazing, wonderful, fun ep, and well worth the wait. I really could go on and on about it, and again, maybe a full review down the road is called for. Would you guys like to see that? Let me know. For now, I gotta go soak in this episode again, and you guys can come back and check out more of my pony thoughts.